26. Apps and Applets. Apps and applets are small software applications. They are designed to be much smaller than regular computer software, but still provide very useful functions. Lately, apps are very popular with cell phone and mobile platform rangefinder GPS for golfing, song identification software, restaurant reviews, pocket video games, language translators for traveling. 27. Encryption and Authentication. Encryption is the mathematical scrambling of data. Encryption is the basis for how we use the public internet, as a pipeline to conduct trusted business, like online banking and online credit card purchasing. On the provision that reliable encryption is in place, your banking information and credit card numbers are kept private. Authentication is the complex way that computer systems verify that you are who you say you are. We rely on encryption on the internet more than ever before. For shopping, paying bills, banking online, and many other purposes, it's important that our internet transactions remain as secure as possible. Encryption is an especially popular and effective technique for maintaining internet security. What is encryption? The process of encryption hides data or the contents of a message in such a way that the original information can be recovered through a corresponding decryption process. Encryption and decryption are common techniques in cryptography, the scientific discipline behind secure communications. Many different encryption or decryption processes algorithms exist. It turns out that in cryptography, it's very difficult to keep the logic of an algorithm truly secret. Especially on the internet, it's generally much easier to use well-known public algorithms and rely on alternative forms of protection. What is a key? In computer cryptography, a key is a long sequence of bits used by encryption or decryption algorithms. For example, the following represents a hypothetical 40-bit key. A given encryption algorithm takes the original message, and a key, and alters the original message mathematically based on the key's bits, to create a new encrypted message. Likewise, a decryption algorithm takes an encrypted message, and restores it to its original form using one or more keys. Some cryptographic algorithms use a single key for both encryption and decryption. Such a key must be kept secret, otherwise, anyone who had knowledge of the key used to send a message could supply that key to the decryption algorithm to read that message. Other algorithms use one key for encryption and a second, different key for decryption. In this case, the encryption key can remain public, because without knowledge of the decryption key, messages cannot be read. In general, keys provide the necessary protection to encrypt and decrypt network communications on the internet. Encryption on the internet. Modern web browsers use the Secure Sockets Layer protocol for secure transactions like e-commerce purchases and banking. Secure Sockets Layer works by using a public key for encryption and a different private key for decryption. Because Secure Sockets Layer encryption depends so heavily on keys, one normally measures the effectiveness or strength of Secure Sockets Layer encryption in terms of key length, number of bits in the key. The early implementations of Secure Sockets Layer in web browsers, first Netscape 3 and then Microsoft Internet Explorer 3, used a 40-bit Secure Sockets Layer encryption standard. Unfortunately, 40-bit encryption proved too easy to decipher or crack in practice. To decipher and secure sockets layer communication, one simply needs to generate the correct decoding key. 28. Ports and port forwarding. Network ports are thousands of tiny electronic lanes that comprise your network connection. Every computer has 65,536 tiny ports, through which internet working data travels in and out. By using port management tools like a hardware router, users can control port access to better safeguard themselves against hackers. Port forwarding is the semi-complex technique of opening specific network ports. You would port forward to speed up your downloading and speed up your online connections for gaming and teleconferencing. You hear about port forwarding as a way to improve your download and game speeds, but what exactly is port forwarding? The answer is, port forwarding is the redirecting of computer signals to follow specific electronic paths into your computer. If the computer signal can find its way into your computer a few milliseconds quicker, It will add up to be dramatic speed increases for your game or your downloading. 29. Firewall. Firewall is a generic term to describe a barrier against destruction. It comes from the building term of a protective wall, to prevent the spreading of house fires or engine compartment fires. In the case of computing, firewall means to have software and/or hardware protecting you from hackers and viruses. Computing firewalls range from small antivirus software packages, to very complex and expensive software plus hardware solutions. All the many kinds of computer firewalls offer some kind of safeguard against hackers vandalizing or taking over your computer system. One of the easiest, least expensive ways to guard a home network from attack is to set up a personal firewall.